So, for my birthday this year, I grabbed the family and we went off on an adventure. We went to Wales and we decided to stay at Llandudno. Now, you might ask, why Llandudno? Well, because this is a beach town and it's actually quite famous. It is one of the most popular destinations that people visit within Britain. Now, a few things that really do captivate me about this town is the fact that it really is surrounded by phenomenal scenery. We're talking rockscapes of all kinds. And the town itself is extremely friendly with a fantastic amount of things to do. The pier, that is the longest in Wales. We also have Great Orme, which is a mountain rock. We also have the Great Parade, and as you can see, it's rather quite pretty. I must say, I did enjoy walking around and exploring this beach town and does have some really important places to visit. For example, the Queen's Garden, which we saw, the War Memorial, which is moving, and of course, phenomenal architecture. One thing that really captivates you is the amount of effort that's gone into keep up this town. It's super clean, everything looks super nice. And I will say, if you're looking for a late night eat, Dino's is the place to go because that's where we went. So, the next morning for breakfast, we decided to go towards this cafe that's on the top at the end of Marine Drive. And this little cafe is kind of isolated, but it's called Rest and Be Thankful. And to get to this cafe, you can take this beautiful coastal road, which is called Marine Drive. And you have these phenomenal views that really, really help you get up and go in the morning and give you that exploring spirit. One thing to keep in mind when you are driving on this road is if you go after 9 a.m., there is a toll in place. Now, this was something that we didn't notice because we went before 9 a.m. And I found that it was free for me to drive. And on the way back, when I spoke to the toll person, they highlighted that because they weren't there, I wouldn't have to pay the charge. So it does actually pay to get up that a little bit earlier just so you can explore the views. This is the RMBT Cafe, and it's actually located all the way down Marine Drive when you come here in Llandudno. Marine Drive is this coastal drive that drives on the road along the sea, so you get phenomenal views of the rocks and the seaside. We're gonna go and have some breakfast here, and I have to say, the Lexus has done a fantastic job of getting us up here. This 2-litre inline-6 unit has allowed us to be travelled all the way into Wales in extreme comfort while providing a surprisingly good amount of economy. So I'm very, very impressed by this little car, and right on these roads, it's been a joy to drive. Let's go have some breakfast now and enjoy Wales some more. Rest and Be Thankful is the name of this charming cafe. The ambience is beautiful, it's really, really friendly. It has a fantastic menu. I would recommend the Welsh cakes, they're amazing. And their lemon cake and their carrot cake was rather good as well. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is hiking up there, or even if you're driving up there, it is definitely the one to go. They also have a little roof terrace, which we're going to explore now. When you come to this cafe, they actually have a little roof terrace, which is really pretty, and it gives you phenomenal views of the sea and of course Great Orme, the mountain. It's so lovely and peaceful here. Let me just show you this. Here comes Dolu with her Doluness, and look at that. Just come up here, enjoy your morning coffee, take in the views, and enjoy what Wales has to offer. And they have lights here, so it would be a beautiful place to come to in the evening when the sunset comes across. Llandudno, a little gem of a city. After breakfast, we decided to go back into town and to explore Llandudno Pier. Now, this pier is really beautiful. It has fantastic attractions on it, and the great thing is, it's rather pretty in the sunlight. Come, let's explore together on this beautiful walk. On this page, you'll find some nostalgic games like this one, where my mom is putting waters into the holes and then different toys do different animations. So, stuff like this is actually quite intriguing and I think nostalgic, and it does make you remember the good old days, and it's a good trip down memory lane. And stuff like this, I think, does help make Llandudno a fantastic place to be. And I have to say, my mom did enjoy all of the attractions, including the tipping point game, which I think is quite rare now. You hardly see these, and we had a whale of a time. Thing is, you can have a lot of fun for not spending a lot in Llandudno, and that's one thing I can take from this lovely little beach town. Among the attractions in Llandudno, you can actually take a tram all the way up to the Great Orme, which is a rock mountain. However, we decided to take the cable car. Now, the reason I wanted to go on the cable car is because it offers a completely different perspective on this rather beautiful little beach town. And it is one of the only few experiences in Britain that you can experience something like this. As you're experiencing these wonderful views with us in this beautiful cable car ride, I must tell you a few things about it. First thing is, it's not on the cheapest side. You do have to pay £14 per person for a return ticket, of course. Now, you can do this, and I would recommend this, is you take a single up there, because then you can take the tram down. That way you can get two perspectives on this lovely little trip. The natural beauty on offer is really quite something. My wife and I did enjoy this experience, although something that didn't help our experience was the fact these cable cars themselves are quite old, and due to this, they are showing some signs of age. Not only that, but the cable car tends to judder, which doesn't exactly inspire confidence, especially as a tourist. But I must say, the views and the fact that this kind of experience is so rare within Britain, I think if you are going to Llandudno, then this has to be on your list of things to do. Please do keep in mind that they do close for winter, both the tram and the cable car. So this might be an only thing to enjoy perhaps in the summertime or like now in the autumn time. But please check before you do travel just to make sure that you do not miss out on this wonderful, truly once in a lifetime experience. Lambris is another place that should be on your list to visit when you are in the area of Snowdonia. The reason is because this actually hosts the actual railway that goes all the way to the top of Mount Snowdon. And the railway station starts in Lambris. Another great thing is you get to see amazing views of the Slate Mountain. Now, this is actually towards a dedicated area that's focused on the slate industry itself. Not only that, you get gorgeous views and absolutely gorgeous views of the peaks, whether that be Snowdon or whether that be the surrounding peaks. And it's one of those areas that you can really find yourself being lost in, especially when me and my family were exploring. It was wonderful. To summarize my trip to Wales, well, it was a fantastic trip, full of adventure and exploring. And this kind of natural beauty is second to none. We really must explore our own Britain because I feel like Britain itself has a lot to offer, and Wales definitely is worth a visit, and I would definitely recommend it.